ladies and gents, and welcome back to another episode of The American Dream, where we aim to take New York City all the way to the top in Football Manager 2020. I hope you're well. We're finally back for Season 2. I'm sorry it took so long to get to this position. I've been playing through the off-season, shall we say, and yeah, it's taken me a while. Obviously, I've had to deal with all the squad registration rules and stuff like that, the wage cap and being in the CONCACAF Champions League and trying to strengthen the squad and drafts. First up, let's look at the end of season awards for New York City FC. As you can see, Yaya Toure swooped up player of the season, getting 65% of the vote. Gary Mackay-Steven only getting 21%, even though he had that unbelievably successful scoring season. Gary Mackay-Steven, 1 goal of the season as well. Signing of the season, Yaya Toure on a free. I don't think anyone can complain about that. And then young player of the season goes to Matriza, which is a bit of a weird one as well, kind of in and out of the side, but yeah, did play well for us when he did play. But yeah, I don't think you can argue too much with those. If you look at the team of the season to the right, you can see that Heber, I mean, it's basically just the 11, isn't it? There's no point me going through it. We always go on about this 11, this 13 we've got. We lack a bit of squad depth, and that might be something we look to improve, because obviously we're going to be playing in the CONCACAF Champions League as well. But yeah, the main 11 who we played for just about the whole season are the team of the season, and to be fair, they're the 11 that won us everything, so that makes sense. So Yaya Toure obviously won the Fans Player of the Season for New York City FC. He also came third in the MVP race. Who topped it? GMS. What a season he had, to be fair. 33 appearances, as you can see, 17 goals, 9 assists, 7.38 average rating. Mad. Hopefully he can take that form into next season and be a pivotal part of our CONCACAF Champions League campaign. Imagine if we had all 3 players, like first, second and third in the MVP race. I mean, Gonzalo Martinez taking second place for Atlanta. I did look at him actually in the transfer market, but we're not going to be able to get him. And then before we head on to the transfers, let's just have a look at the best 11. As you can see, I think I tweeted this out when I first played through it way back, but we swept up massively. Look how many players we got in there. A bit weird that they're playing GMS, Gary Mackay-Steven, at right wing back. But I mean, I reckon he could probably do a job, to be fair. He can do a job in goal, I imagine. But Sean Johnson takes that spot. Callins and Shano, the centre-back partnership we had all season. Those two get in the back three with O'Neill from Seattle Sounders. Yaya Toure, Gary Mackay-Steven, Maxi Morales, the playmaker, in behind Heber up top. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 players in the MLS Best 11. And you probably expect that from the fact that we won the whole thing in the end. We were very impressive last season. But that kind of rolls us on nicely, actually, to this season and where I want us to finish. I will be very surprised if we do end up winning the MLS again. If we look at the season preview quickly, we are favourites at the moment. And we haven't really made any signings as such. Interesting that in the Media Dream 11, we don't have any players in it. But it's obviously our all-round squad, which they think is better than just the standout players. But I think this season we really want to focus on the CONCACAF Champions League. As you can see here, in a bit we'll play Santa Telka, I think it is, or Tesla. Not sure. We're going to play them in a bit. But board expectation is to reach the semi-final, and that is their minimum expectation. So you'd think we're probably going to be quite a top team in the CONCACAF Champions League. I haven't looked around really. I don't really know what type of teams we're going to be competing with. But that kind of makes me think that this season is like now or never. I think this season is going to be the last one in the American Dream series. We were so dominant in that first season domestically, but continental glory is our focus for this season. And I think if we're expected to get to the semi-final, we're going to be one of the top teams, as I say. So this is the last season. This is our one chance at the CONCACAF Champions League. Can we do it? I mean, it'd be amazing if we managed to as well. Moving on to the transfers then. So far I've brought in 5 players, but we haven't actually spent any money at all. You can see that 2 have come in on loan from Man City and 2 are also from the Super Draft. So I don't think these 2 are going to get much game time. If any, to be fair, we'll have a look at these first. Kevin Barrow we brought in. We're very limited, to be fair, in terms of what was on offer at the draft, of course, because we finished top of the pile. We got the last pick. So Kevin Barrow was our first pick. I looked at his finishing, dribbling, composure, pace, and I was like, yeah, all right, we'll bring you in. We'll see what you can do. He's got some decent attributes, as you can see, but that passing and that work rate, I mean, it's just a bit dead, isn't it? So I'm not sure he's going to feature that much for us, but to be fair, we got him on a free. If we're able to stick him in the 6-yard box, tell him not to move, the ball will probably fall at his feet once and he'll put it in the corner. So as long as he doesn't have to head anything as well, because that jumping reach of 5 and heading of 10, I mean, he's not getting off the ground, is he? Definitely a backup player at best, to be fair, Kevin Barrow. But Mark Cohen, even worse, to be honest. Not really sure why we picked him. He's just bad, isn't he, Mark Cohen? Yeah. Anyway, on to the more exciting ones. The 3 players who are going to be in and around the first team squad. I've used the affiliate with Man City quite heavily here. Tommy Doyle comes in on loan. Well-rounded player, decent centre midfielder. I'm thinking with the fact that Yaya Toure is getting older and he is starting to decline, which is a shame, and purely based on the squad depth that we definitely are going to need going into this season, playing more competitions. I like his determination, his work rates. He's probably going to perform slightly above his attributes. 14 passing, I mean, in this league is more than good enough. Decent pace as well. It should be good for the squad depth. Another midfielder then in the form of Felix Nemetcha. I think it's Nemetcha, I'm not really sure. He's in also on loan from Manchester City, free of charge for us. Plays a bit further forward than Tommy Doyle, kind of in the Maxi Morales role, because Maxi Morales, of course, is getting older now. He will still be our main player, I think, in the number 10 role. Of course, we've got a long way of the transfer window to go yet, but Nemetcha is the kind of guy who's going to come in and play when we need someone to swap out for Maxi Morales. His dribbling really lets him down, and his anticipation, of course. The only 2 stats that really disappointed me with this, but the fact he was free of charge, he can come in and again just add to that squad depth. And finally, a name who we all already know. If you've watched the series from the start, you will remember Xavier Arriga from the whole waiver list episode where we tried to get him in from Seattle Sounders, didn't have enough international spots, so ended up just releasing him again. He stayed a free agent for that whole season, and now we've been able to pick him up. This time he's in, he's registered, he's ready for an MLS season, and again he kind of come in as a backup. I think our first 11 was so good last season, and of course we did win the MLS, so from that you think it's probably good enough to go again. Season preview says we're going to be top again. Arriga is a centre-back who's going to come in and probably play second fiddle to the 2 that are already in there, Shano and Callens. I think we did look slightly weaker when we had to swap one of those 2 out, more mentally over anything, and of course his mentals aren't brilliant, should we say, but they're a lot better than, say, Abiga's mentals, who was already in there before. So there we go then. Hopefully you like the transfers I have brought in so far. It's difficult, it is difficult to strengthen an MLS squad, especially with players from other MLS sides, and you need really American ones because we've only got 8 international, stuff like that. So I will keep looking and I will see if there's anyone about, but if we're not going to lose anyone, then I don't think we really need to strengthen that much in terms of our first 11. Hebert is still here. Hebert, of course, at the end of the last season, got approached by Gremio, looked like he was going to leave, but hasn't left yet. I've got about 290-ish days to sell him. I'm going to try and avoid that if I can. It's going to be an ongoing saga, which could potentially cause a few issues in terms of the squad dynamic, but we're going to risk it because he's just our main striker. One thing I do want to just show is the squad registration page for the MLS. As you can see at the moment, we're currently 10k over our salary cap, so it's not going to matter so much for the CONCACAF Champions League. All these players that are here will play no matter what in that competition. I've been buying down some players' salaries because you can do that with general allocation money to make it cheaper on your salary cap, but we're still 10k over, so we might need to offload some players and see what happens. I'm not going to do anything yet because I think there might still be some ways around it so we can bring that down even further. So I'm going to have to do a bit of shuffling around to make our squad ready for the new MLS season. But without further ado, let's go into our actual first game of the season. We have Santa Telka at home. No, we don't. Away. Here we go then. Let's start season number 2 with a CONCACAF Champions League game away at Santa Telka. They are from El Salvador. Okay, I don't really know anything about this team at all. I probably should have done a bit of research, shouldn't I, before I started recording this. But no, I did look at their key player, for example, Armando Polo, who plays up top. I mean, he's not very good, is he, really? I mean, he's not terrible, but he's not very good. So you'd think we should be able to win this game fairly comfortably, to be fair. We'll start with the first leg today. Depending on what happens, we might come back for the second leg. I mean, if we end up losing it, then this whole thing just makes me look stupid. But you'll see that it starts in a really weird position. We've only played a few friendlies. We haven't played much at all. We play this game, play another friendly, and then on the Tuesday afterwards play Santa Telka in the second leg. So yeah, a bit of a weird one. But let's go to our team selection. Let's have a look at who we're going to play. So this is the team then going out for our first ever CONCACAF Champions League game. No surprises at all, to be fair. Sean Johnson in goal. Tinahome, Callens, Shano and Matarrita, the back 4. Yaya Toure and Alex Ring in the centre. Mackay-Steven, Maxi Morales and Matriza behind Hebert up top. In terms of the bench, then we have 7 subs. Tajori Shradi, Keaton Parks, Edgar Castillo, Jesus Medina, Felix Nemetcha, Xavier Arriga and Valentin Castellanos. Nice. A very solid team. We probably should have enough to win this game fairly comfortably, as I said, but let's see how we get on. This might be the first ever Football Manager game I've ever played in El Salvador, but fair play. They're playing a 4-4-2, which is interesting. Not a 4-2-3-1. The stadium doesn't exist in my stadium pack, so I have no idea what it looks like in real life. Looks like a nice little cosy ground though. We haven't got time to do the tunnel stuff. You can go do that. And here come the boys for the first ever game. It looks like the same stadium I had in the Kings Lynn save. Oh, way back. This is what we want then, the lads going out there for the Champions League. Can we must be able to get a win straight away here, mustn't we? Matarrita, we're going forward already. Matarrita's got the ball on this left-hand side. Penn? Maybe Penn? He's been tackled twice, and it looks like they're going to clear it away fairly easily. No, we're still coming. We're still going here. We're still going. Maxi Morales. Good effort from Maxi Morales there. We've nearly gone 1-0 up already. I'll be interested to know, actually, have any of you guys ever played in El Salvador in FM? If you have played in El Salvador, let me know. Here we go. Anyway, it looks like Heber's won the ball back on the halfway line. He's running down the right wing. Surely an early goal here would be brilliant. An away goal as well. Heber puts the ball into the box. Matriza's there. I mean, how has that gone in? How has that gone in? It's a bit weird, but a really weak volley here from Matriza on the edge of the box. Somehow bounces like 4 times before it gets to the keeper. He's had a mare. He's let it slip under him. And we're 1-0 up. And we're not going to complain by that. We are 1-0 up. Matriza scores the first goal of Season 2. And it's looking good in the Champions League. A corner here from Maxi Morales. He puts it in. It's been headed away fairly easily. Heber's going to pick it up, though. What's going to happen here, then? Can he turn and put it into the box? Plays it to Ring on the edge. Ring with his back to goal. Plays it into Yaya Toure. Yaya Toure is going to switch it one more time, I think, out to Tinnerholm. He is. What can the Swede do here? Goes back into Callens, back to Tinnerholm. Yaya Toure, look at this play, by the way. We are just so good. Yep, Tinnerholm down the right wing. He was quite good from an attacking sense last season. What can he do this time? Crosses into a man. Nothing. Yaya Toure plays it out wide. Matarrita into Matarrita, sorry. Matarrita's hit the post. Mackay-Steven's there. And we are 2-0 up after 13 minutes. And we're making this Champions League stuff look fairly easy. Poor Santa Telka, they haven't even had a shot yet. 20 minutes in, we've had 8 full on target. They might have a chance here though. Castillo, he swaps sides, he's playing for them at centre back. That's a great tackle from Tinnerholm, I think it was. They've got it back though. They've just given it to Heber. They all want to come and play for New York City. Heber can't finish, and they've given. This is just a comedy. What is going on? Right? How has that even happened? Heber's had a shot. It's come back to him. He's then just been taken out, and now Mackay-Steven has a chance to put us 3-0 up after only 22 minutes. And of course, he takes the penalty. It's a great penalty into the corner. What? Do I demand more? I mean, like, can you demand more other than being 3-0 up at half time? Here we go then. Our first chance of the second half. Callens plays it out wide. That's a great tackle, to be fair, from Sosa on Matarrita. He wins the ball back though. Plays it forward into Yaya Toure, into Alex Ring now on the halfway line. Playing it forward into Maxi Morales. A good ball over the top. Mackay-Steven is in. That's an unbelievable tackle, to be fair. A goal kick for the home side there. Mendoza has it in the box. He's smashed it upfield, getting it away quickly. A nice little hold-up play there from their forward. Tamakas is just beating Tinnerholm there. Tinnerholm's forgot to care. They've put the ball into the box. Who's this? That's a great volley. Oh my days. I thought it was going in. That seemed to be like it was going in slow motion, but it's just missed the post. And we continue 3-0 up. It's actually, we're approaching the 70th minute. So I'm going to make a couple of changes now. Maxi Morales is tired, so we're going to bring on Nemecha actually. We're going to give Nemecha his first appearance in a New York City shirt, see how he can do. And Mackay-Steven's also quite tired, but on a hat-trick, don't really take him off from that. Yaya Toure is also quite tired. Keaton Parks can come in and play that same sort of role in there. So 2 changes, all looking good. We're actually drawing a highlight here. Alex Ring's got it. No, he hasn't. Here we go then, a free kick from this left-hand side. Matarrita puts it in. Mackay-Steven's there, is he? He is. The keeper's completely missed his punch. Mackay-Steven gets a hat-trick. I mean, he does what he does, doesn't he? First game of last season, he got a hat-trick. First game of this season, he also gets a hat-trick. Matarrita with a great ball in, to be fair. The keeper, he's had another mare. He's not had his best day. Looks like it just kind of hits Mackay-Steven in the head. Doesn't like he knew much about it, but he's put it in the net. That's all that matters, and we are 4-0 up in this first leg. I was just about to say, I think it's going to be full-time at 4-0, but it looks like we might get one more chance. Matarrita has it just inside on his left. Nemecha has it, plays it forward to Ring. Matarrita now with a chance to put it in. Matarrita's into the box. He's had a shot. Oh, wow. He does that for fun. I don't really know what the defender's doing there. I feel a bit sorry for Santa Telka here. The defender's kind of just like jumped on the floor in front of Matarrita, and Matarrita seemed to do this quite a lot last season, though, cutting in from this left-hand side. Like that attempt of a tackle was a bit weird. But yeah, he normally cuts inside from that left, has an absolute rocket of a shot on him into that near post, and it's 5-0, and we might not even be finished there. Nemecha has it down the left-hand side, back into Matarrita, back into Nemecha, nice 1-2. Matarrita has it on the edge of the box. Again, same goal again, no, into Heber, back to Matarrita. Is 6? It's 6. So there we go then, 6-0. I don't think we need to watch the second leg, do we? I think I can play the second leg offline, and we can come back for some MLS games. What a performance from the lads. I mean, we knew they weren't going to be that good, to be fair, but we still had to be good and do our job. And we certainly did that. 2 goals from Matarrita, 3 goals from Gary Mackay-Steven. Oh no! Double hat-trick! I didn't even realise 2 hat-tricks. Mitrita got 3. Gary Mackay-Steven got 3. Mitrita also got 2 assists. That's pretty mad. 9.8 rating altogether. What a performance from him and the whole team, to be fair. So I think for the next episode, we'll come back for this game against LAFC and then play the DC United game also, unless we get another CONCACAF Champions League game in between that. Anyway, I really hope you have enjoyed today's episode. If you have, please leave a like down below, leave a comment, share it with your friends. Make sure you subscribed if you haven't already. Click that bell, get some notifications. We're smashing this YouTube at the moment. 3 videos a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So make sure you're always there. I'll see you very, very soon for episode number 12. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you later.